There are 5 stages of grief, but those stages cannot be considered a guideline for healing because we all experience them differently. True recovery happens when we, the people that have been left behind, realize that our purpose goes beyond those that we mourn. Stay with me as Sonia Jackson Myles shares how she's coping with the greatest loss of her life. I'm Claudia Parker, and you're watching 5 Minutes of Faith.
Hello, I'm Sonia Jackson Myles, founder of the Sister Accord Movement, author, and doula of dreams. And I'm here on 5 Minutes of Faith with Claudia Parker. I remember as a little girl being in church with my mom and looking at her, and she was crying. And I was trying to figure out, okay, now, is she happy? Is she sad? What's going on here? And so I asked her, we had that kind of relationship where we talked about everything. And she said, that is the Holy Spirit working. I was happy. I was not sad. I was actually excited about what God was doing in my life. And the Holy Spirit is a gift from God. And I was experiencing the Holy Spirit. She gave me the greatest gift when she gave me Jesus. And it is because of the fact that she gave me that gift at such a young age, and I've been able to grow and develop and walk in my faith, that I am now relying on as I am dealing with the toughest challenge of my life. 1:25 a.m. on June 10th, 2019. Nella D. Jackson, my beautiful mother, went to be with Jesus. I'm trying to figure out, how do I continue to breathe without her? I'm reminded of that time when I'm sitting next to her and she talked about this gift of the Holy Spirit and what that gift can do, how that gift stays with us, how it's always present. I know that that is the reason why I've been able to push past this pain. If you had told me years ago that this would be my truth sooner rather than later, I would have said, oh, I'll be in there with her. Now, imagine that. Someone who thought that everything would just shut down, that you'd find me in a corner somewhere, overcome with sorrow. But yet, I have joy in the midst of all my sadness. It is nothing more than my relationship with God that was started at a young age that has allowed me to usher in that Holy Spirit and still serve with excellence. It's so exciting now to recognize that I try to make sure that I did the same things for my sons, and to see them go through this pain, because they talk to my mother every day. I talk to my mother every day. And to see how they too are leveraging that relationship to push through. And I often think about how she embraced the Sister Accord and was so active in talking to young women. She was an avid fan of education. And so I decided to create a dream walking program where I help people take their dreams from their heart, that thing that burns on the inside, to their heads where they can envision the future for themselves, and then to their hands where they actually have to do the work. It's not going to just happen on its own. You got to do the work. And then ultimately to their feet where they are walking in purpose and designing their destiny. And so dream walking was really an extension of my mom and I sitting around and talking about the Prayer of Jabez book. And, you know, this whole notion of enlarging our territories. You have everything that you need. It was planted in you as you were formed in your mother's womb, there is no lack whatsoever to what you can accomplish. Are you leveraging the gifts that we get from God? Whether they're the things that we were created to do, that were planted in us, or do you have that gift from the Holy Spirit? And are you using it to serve and love others?